Fire off with a text screen. I realized that there are a few texts I haven't gone around to, which I'm gonna do before those, like the mining productivity, for example. And let's do the modular armor. I need explosives, not really now. Well, those modules and batteries. Yeah, let's do the bulk inserters as well. Why not? Those are kind of quick to get off with while we are setting up our red circuits. So let's see. I think we're aiming to start here. I usually do a setup. Let's see, I'm just gonna change up here. Where I do this one. Just not the correct ratios, but kind of easy to do. But I do want to have let's see. I'm gonna try out a layout like this instead, just to see where it gets me. Because then I can get copper in like this. And let's see, I can get 2 lines of let's see if the ratio is correct. It's 0, yes. Shared lines up here, and should be sufficient with these, something like that. Now the big part here is how do I get the red circuits out? I mean, I could do something like this. I guess. Is it overcomplicated? Yes. Do I like it? Oh, kind of. Could it be better? Probably. Something like that. Well, don't knock it until you try it, I guess. We'll see if that is working out for us. So, I'm not thinking that we are going to get a hell of a lot of stuff out of let's see. Oh, probably want it one lower. Because then I can do like that. And the same here, but here I want. Yeah, that's correct. There won't be that much of a red chips production here, but scalability, and I need like that, I think. That's everything powered. So you are drawing 1.5. I am producing 4. So basically I could take this that long. And why not? Oops. Oh well. And for now we can stop there. That might be a good part as well. Getting inserters is one of my specialities here in life. This is somewhat tedious, but it gets better with bots. You should have an output. And we can end there. No need to have it. Grounds close by. Probably a copper input as well might be suitable for this build. Where are you? You're there. Something like that. And then we add some lights. Should we add them there, perhaps? So we can see what we're doing. And I think we might be better off if we also have every underground in place. And maybe I should have done the whole build for assuming I don't need anything, because that was essential. A lot of things missing. That's why I love bots. So let's see, is every machine running? It seems so. This just to get them to change orientation. I can. Let's see here then. I do want those on the outside. So outside, inside, outside. That should have each half on the correct sides. And then we just merge these. Somewhere here, perhaps. If I turn this the correct way, I am sure it's easier. Now let's see, do I have any space on the bus for this? Should be here then. So this will consume 4.5. I am making 4. How much are you doing? You're making 6 of those. And the bricks have stopped there. I'm not sure if I need raw stone further up as well. So until further notice, let's just do that. And get rid of that excess stone. I'm just going to leave it here. It's not using everything here. Maybe I should just do a... Let's see if I can remember. No, it's this way. Have a lane balancer which have inputs and outputs, kind of better off balanced inputs as well as output. Those are also unbalanced belts, but don't mind them as much. No need to expand on on the greens so far, and yeah, you are in need of speed. No, let's see if I can get some more underground to start off with, and some more belts. I need to run this back, that's why I am doing this walkie-walkie stuff. Because it's needed down here, or so I believe. Yes, it's needed. So that's ingredient number 2. And then we can just add some long-handed inserters, because I do believe that this is an almost perfect ratio. I can't be bothered bussing engines. And then bubbles. And you also have 3 ingredients. So it's going to be the same setup. And then you. And we're gonna do the first line with steel. I should have run this up here instead. I realize now. Well, no problem with me, but with me having some extra circuits on hand. Like that, like that, and I need steel. One side of the belt. And I think that if I can find it there, one of each should be sufficient. It isn't, so I am in need of a second. Maybe I do it just for symmetry's sake. Off with you, and what you all need is just some iron. So that is what you are going to get. Once everything's stabilized, we should be in the clear. Because that is the last piece of the puzzle. For blue science, and I think I was smart enough to set this up earlier so it's ready for blue. No, I wasn't. So I need to nom all of these. Because if you put them on the wrong side of that sushi belt with the wrong conditions in and don't check it, then it will fill up the belt. Oh. I see the end of the line. And that is why the productivity stopped, because there weren't any greens coming in. And now we can just drop those into every we have. I think I picked up a few reds and a few greens as well. And we have blue on the belt. That is a good thing to see. Let's do some tidying up. See that the iron is starting to run a bit low. So we're gonna need to add a few more miners there. Not sure if we can do this, but see, they take 15 iron ore for one of these columns, and I'm producing 18.5, so probably gonna need to utilize the whole thing. That's 37. I believe there's 30 needed for each column. So I'm quite a ways off for the moment. I knew that it's going in, so. And at the moment I'm not really using everything I have set up to do. So hopefully that will, if I have any of those, I can use them first. And that has increased from 18.5 to 34. So we have half of what we need at the moment. Still have 4 books. I might as well put them down. Expand our pressure even more, and our smoke cloud. Let's see, I do believe that we can condense these into one. That line. Once that gets going, hopefully that should fill up even more. So that's a yellow belt. That is one yellow belt. That is not a yellow belt. And that is not a yellow belt. So probably these 3. If I could get those on one line, but I do need some miners for that. Let's see, we did unlock the modular armor. Let's do that one then. Since I picked up a whole lot of red chips. Now is the burning question, did I set up... mining grills. I did not. Is it cogs, iron and green? Yeah. Same as here then. So, output, let's say 100. Not working 100% of the time, but for my need at the moment, that is good enough. It will passively fill up that chest. I'm gonna light up this build as well. Something like that. Should make it easier to see. Oh, sorry. Bad things have been done. I'm doing this infrastructure before I run up and get miners, just to give it time to fill up that chest. So we do have the modular armor, which means that if needed, I can get a solar-powered night goggle in my equipment grid. Unfortunately, there is little to none use for that right now. This patch is not as dense as ones further out, so it will run out quite fast. We have 735k left, so that will last us, but not saturating the whole iron smelter build. So we'll continue to clean out and land on the last best to 6, that's 2 dense. Rather at the moment I will probably get rid of that in not so distant future. So power is starting to struggle. We do need 8 more, and that means 16 more of those. And also of those, and we are out of research, so let's just get the models done. Then we do solar panels and the accumulators. It's just a red green, an insert capacity bonus. Let's just get those done with. Oh, okay. So that might be a need for some of the smaller power poles then. Let's check the pollution cloud for now. We are still managing it. Let's prioritize the right side here, just so we know that we get all the coal that's needed for power first. not utilizing every energy we are producing, so I'm going to utilize both sides. Belt, foreman's balancer. What I'm debating in my head now is if I should just bite the bullet and just expand this, doubling its size. I think I'm gonna need it, so gonna see if I can nick some of the pipes and gears up here. Which will make this easier because I need about 860, 320 gears. So that should do it. I don't need those in hand. I can just pop them down there. And then I will do 40 of those. Oh, power poles. Oh, while we're at it, how many do we need? Let's make 10. Just to have something crafted while we're doing something else. And I haven't left myself enough room there. And I will then... Can I do a... Yeah, I want to do a mirror build. And they will get some steam from the other array, but probably not enough. Probably it won't be enough. I've been playing my other save too much. I'm used to running faster, it seems. see, we should have unlocked personal batteries, night vision, flamethrowers, always fun. Not that it's that needed when playing a railworld, but let's do that, because we did have a bit more production here. It's 23, it's 7 overflow from a yellow belt. 8.1. So we'll send that here first, and then the other belt go upwards, being kind of full, utilizing more of the patch. Yeah, I could have done it another way, I realize now, but hey, that's what I went with. So we should have 72 megawatts of power. Let us see. So what's next? Well, I'm thinking that maybe it's time to start setting up what I've been thinking rail-wise. So we do have a copper iron, we have a lot of iron around here. But only one copper patch. So we have to deal with that as well. But I do need my electric furnaces. And I think they're hidden behind the blue. Yes. So I need those set up before. So I'm gonna need a lot of those. Also, I'm gonna need a lot of power. And a lot of miners. So yeah, let's just go bananas. Yay! Power. Nothing to spend it on. So, but the thing I have in mind is that I want to make the patches small outposts, and then I want to have production outposts. I think I got the idea from Bentham back in the days, where he made some towns, as he called it. But that would be nice to have more ammo to start off with. So I can drop it into the car. Maybe I should just get it all. And then I can fight if needed. So let's scout southwards, because that's where I have most cleared. See if I can discover more bite bases or some copper patches. There's a base, and there are rocks, and I am well aware of what is left and right on the controls. No need to worry about that. I am a pro. Aware that I am not scouting, as I said, to the south, but I discovered that there were a lake going up here, so I'm kind of curious where that takes me. Straight into a big biter nest. Just gonna get rid of this big black spot here. A little black spot on the sun today. I'm not sure if anyone else got that in their heads as I did. Can't remember if it was Sting or if it was the police. Either way, it's a good song. The cover that Lady Gaga did together with Sting on his birthday was really, really good. It's one of my favorite renditions of that song, actually. So let's see, let's follow the coastline and see where that takes us. Straight into a bite base and more iron. And more bases. I can't go there, so let's just keep going here. A lot of bases along the coastline. There is prime property there. Oh, just in the nick of time. So I need to get back and set up the electric furnaces then. I think I will just see what's beyond this little spot here. if it ends, as I believe it does. And some much hated cliffs. Need to be on this line to reveal everything. If I'm not mistaken, there are no copper patches down here. Hello, boy Gim. Have a community though. It's me. Good thing I did repair. So let's see. I need 2 more here. Let's see for that one. Yep. How far did we take that stone? Then let's see where we can jump over here. Need to jump over here though. And then there's a question where I can get the red chips. I'll probably run them back a little bit further here. If I do like this. That the bottom is heavier setup or used, because that's where I have all my materials. Then if I just do that, let's see. It should be enough, yes. Steel chest, and then we get Let's do a 500. Okay, so start out with more ammo. That's 500. Are these faster? They are. Haven't set up battery production yet, so might be a moot point. Let's kill all the trees. But I was thinking about clearing this south side of biters. Let's refill the fuel. Those are some medium worms. See. Repair you. So I think I need to go on the north side here then. Holding a fish in your hand probably isn't helping trying to deconstruct. There's a lot of ammo there. And let's see. Probably creep up a bit further here then. I wouldn't say a clean victory. A victory, yes. Clean, not so much. Stop shooting there. Now you're in range. I thought it was safe there. Pair up these turrets in case I need them. Messy. I would say this is a masterclass on how to not do this. Fishy fish. Let's see if we can attack this in a better. A lot of medium worms in here. So probably yeah. Let's just never talk about this again. Stupid things have been done, and I only have myself to blame. I only have myself to blame, as always. Thinking about other stuff while doing the thing I should be doing. Maybe I should set up a car, automatic car production. Iron and steel. And some coal. And then I will also bring some more ammo. Yeah, let's go through all the power poles there. That will end well. Let's just hope that I can retrieve my body without too much problem. I'm not sure how far off the range of the biters I got though. You are still at it. Okay, so first and foremost, let's do the inserters. We can do the second one as well. Yeah, the oil processing. Research speed, I'm not sure we need at the moment, but why not? Why not? Energy shield might be useful, actually. And let's do the weapon shooting speed first. A smart way to get killed, standing in green goo. Fishy fishy. Within your reach, yes. That. Probably. If there's anyone watching, I hope you enjoy seeing me make a fool out of myself. Because that is basically what I'm doing now. Anymore I can snipe. This is a big base, really big base. Maybe I should just take my car and see if I can go around. That's my backup car. Drive by. I am very good at telling right side and left side apart. That's why I'm such a good driver. Quick repair of the doomed vehicle. Refill it with some ammo as well. Strategy at least. Takes less time and less resources in the end, I'd say. Especially if I have ammo, but I just wasted my whole ammo, saved ammo, doing stupid stuff. So I'm gonna need to go up and get some more. Am I heading in the right direction? I am. I think I have some more ammo around my military science build. Pipes, those are fun to crash into. Power poles as well. Somewhere around here then. I have a box set up there. I did. Shouldn't be any power poles along this line, I hope. Apart from the whole power generation thingamajig. So the next base are those. Let's see if they are suitable for driving around. Hey, Julie Josette. Well, day has just began and I have died 3 times, so it could have been better. How's your day been so far? Whoop. Rocks, no! So that's basically how my day has been going. And do I have... No, I have used all of those. So I just need to go back. Get myself another car. I hate rocks. I was saying it earlier that if you enjoy watching someone make a fool of themselves, you have come to the right channel. I play lots of different games, but I think I've only been streaming this one. It's far and few between the streams though, so... but at the moment I'm between jobs and my kids haven't woken up yet, so I figured I'd stream. But I usually, in my off time, I usually play other, like Satisfactory I've been playing a lot. And, well, what else? World of Tanks, World of Warships. I watched part of it. I'm assuming you mean soccer, football. Since Sweden got knocked out kind of early, it wasn't that entertaining to watch. I'm not that big of a sports fan. How about you? That's amazing, yeah? I can't even remember who won, to be honest. That might tell you how into football I am. I'm too much of an old fart for that, I think. Let's see. Heavy arm I don't want. I want my modular. I have coal. I need some coal. Spain, yeah, and they won against what's his name? Was it Messi? And it's Argentina. Yeah, if you want to promote stuff, go ahead. I'm in no position to get anything done with the channel and purchase anything though. But if you want to drop a link, please do. And someone else might. I'm not sure if there are any more in the channel though. I'm too of an old fart to have Discord. So unfortunately that's a no-go. Okay, try number 2. Let's see if the biters still are down there. They are not. Okay, so I think I am gonna set up a line here with safety turrets. Start off with. I can retreat once I get killed. And there are rocks there. The rocks. And that's the stupid stuff I always do. detained. Might be useful to have ammo in the car as well. And I'm out of cars again. So, turret creep. Maybe I should research the tank, and I might survive. Oh. Do I have the resources to take on this one? I do not think I do. Well, I think that's enough bite clearing for me, for this moment at least. Let's see what I can craft while I don't have any batteries, but I do have belt immunity, and I do have night vision, and I do have 2 energy shields perhaps. I just need some batteries. Solar powered night vision goggles. I can't see any fault with that. I have space for 1 battery there. Also these will retain some of that energies. So, batteries are a commodity we can get by combining a few other stuff here. Where can I put a battery build? I do need sulfuric acid for that, right? Yes, I do. And for sulfuric acid, I believe it's needed iron, sulfur, and water. So, how about down here, perhaps? Just do it the easy squeeze away, and then I just leach. Some iron off here. And then we do it like that. And then we just need water. That's oil. I do believe I have water. Wow, these ones, yes I do. And let's see, where can we get that? Maybe I should just do the batteries down here. So I'm not sure how much one of these can support. It can support a bit more, but for my use at the moment, there aren't that much need. Just gonna box some of them up. Let's say that amount. I need some battery power for my modular armor. It will be enough for now, but well, in the long run it won't be enough. Stopping my chair from moving. Something stuck, probably. So, next up is advanced oil processing. I'm thinking which way I want to go here. I'm gonna do the train. Power pools first. Let's go down the path towards the robots. I think the speed is more important than cargo size at the moment. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what the best plan is. I'm gonna go clean up and think about the next step here. Because I'm not really sure I want to go for the next science pack yet. I believe that I still have quite some time for what is needed. I am, however, debating whether there is some merit to starting to set up my outposts. I do have at the moment I do have some power to spare, and I'm wondering why I'm carrying so much copper around. I'm gonna get rid of that. That heavy armor is not needed either. But why not start setting up a rail system then? Just still trucking along there. So where can be the best spot? I'm thinking probably a vertical line somewhere along here. Maybe I should put it further up above those. No, I want it just below the lake. But before I start with that, I am out of tea, so I will take a little break. And I am back and I have my tea. So, rail setup. Let's start by creating this. Sections. I have some room, so let's see. Just for the heck of it, let's do it this way. I usually go with a setup like this, 4 lanes, but let's check. I do have some railroad blueprints just to get the spacing right. Yeah, so that was the correct one, and this. But there's a bigger chance that later on I can incorporate everything into one. So that's the center. And if I pull you out there, and I am wanting a right-hand drive. So, yeah. And if I then do snap to grid, will this work then? It will. Maybe I should have a car for this, because this is slow. Or bots even. But this will be the main line. Or am I more fond of that? I think I am more fond of that. I do have the robotics research now. Two, I want to go through the hassle setting that up to make this part easier. Maybe I do. Let's see. Lodgy robots are pretty good as well. Now where are... that's the personal roboport, which is also needed. So, if I want to set this up, there is a lot to start with. The first and foremost, while we're down here, we need to set up advanced oil processing. That is because the lubricants that are needed. 100. How much are we producing? 106. Could have one more, but I'm not going to do that right now. Let's see how. It's 55. Using 70, so there's plenty of more to be needed there. Yeah, I'm just gonna top off like this and do the lubricants. Let's see. I do make 25. And I use 10. Like so. But I'm gonna set up cracking so everything is being used, even if the lubricants aren't running. So let's start with 45, and I think that is 5. That should use 75. Yeah, because I math good. That's why. So then we have water, and we have the light, and I want a pump here. This is for future use. And everything here is going to be moved into this pipe. And also right up there. Is there any spot where I can get those to connect? There is. So, the water. That should be up and running. And I am not sure of... Yeah, I'm doing this the wrong way around. Oh well. Let's see, that takes 20 heavy oil and I am making 25, so I'm gonna need 2 of those. How much? That makes 15, so I need 2 more of these. To get these 2 up and running with the cracking, it will add up to, let's see, water. There is so heavy. This one up here. And I also want a pump there. I'm gonna connect it just for good measures. And this one I want a if anything is say I want 5,000 heavy oil, that means it will fill here first, be used for the lubricants, then I will crack it. This will produce 50 plus the 55, so that's 105. Which in turn means I can up my game here. That is using 30. Those are using 20. So I think that my best course of action is to add more plastic for now at least. Yeah, petroleum gas is a kind of crucial point here. And then we should get the you want me to finish that thought? I want the lubricants out. Run this way. And I'm gonna run out of the underground pipes. Let's see, the iron is getting one-sided. Maybe I should just do a balancer down there. Wasn't there a command to have them insert on the near side instead of the far side? Not that it matters in this instance, but rest of the cargo size. Well, those are nice to have later on. Uranium mining, yeah. Let's just tick those off. Yeah, nice to have. While I am working on stuff here, I'm just gonna do a balancer-ish. And then I am in need to get the batteries up as well. Let's see. Just a quick one. I am in need of this, into this, into this. So that needs the batteries, and maybe I should do it down here. Am I overproducing? That is better. That means that the green has to turn down as well, but I see no problem with that. Let's get them down there. And if let's start there. And we start with the gears and the pipes. I think that should be enough. And we get those out that way. And then there's the engines. of you move one space further that way. Let's do 5 of those. Then I think the electric engines, maybe I could do it this way. And then I have the robot frames, but I'm gonna need to have you over here. Let's see, because you, I can get around having it this way, having green chips coming in here. Oh, the steel. So you and you. So let's keep it consistent. The long arm on that side. A bit tighter than I wanted, but oh well, here we are. Something along those lines. So that's the first part. Then we need the steel. That should have the regular engines running. And then, oh, and then I think we need the greens down here as well. Yes, we do. So here is the input for those. Okay, so that should be the electric engines. Yep. And I am gonna need one line coming in here, and I'm gonna need one line coming in here. So that means I double up like this. Steel and green. Steel and green. Maybe I should just... If I do it like that, then I take the steel in this way. And let's make a few of those. Our outbound. And now, batteries, are you enough? No, you are not. You need one more for that. Is that enough then? Batteries. This plus minus 1. That's minus 0. I think I'm going to set it up this way instead. Which means I'll have a better surplus. At the moment I do not need to have any batteries on my person. So let's see, am I in a position to, as I said that, yes I do need batteries. Personal robot port, yes. That is needed, and one less of those. I think that's 10 robots, right? Yep. So then we make 10 construction boats afterwards. Let's see. I do believe that we need to set up robots, steel, iron, and continuing with that part. Let's see, can I do that? No. Have you put the red ones on left side? Well, undergrounds always in high need. And while I'm at it, give me a few of the other tidbits as well. There we go. So we now have bots in our midst, and roller ports need to be set up like this. Let's limit it to one row. You're almost done. Again, I'm not too worried about the speed. But maybe this is important enough to double up on. And do that again with better power poles. Well, I'm gonna need better power poles first. What do I have here? The inserters, the yellow ones. I can also get some here. Not sure if anything was better. Save a few power posts doing it that way at least. this is a bad setup, I would say. Is this better? Debatable. So, next on our research list. I would say we need some bigger inventory, and I believe the power armor is somewhere. I'm not sure where that is. Oh yeah, power. It's behind the blue, and then that is needed, I believe. Which means we need to set up blue. Just some quality of life, simple stuff. Won't be taking any time away from anything. Yep. So if I'm doing the whole loop of just scraping by, I'm gonna need more steel. I'm gonna need a lot more of everything. But, well, that's kind of the name of the game, I'd say. Yeah, roboports are sucking up all my steel at the moment. We'll just do a performance balancer here as well. So instead of using the two right ones, we're using the bottom two one. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave that uncapped. Yeah, I was talking about getting a car before continuing with the rail line. And while I'm here, I will pick up some of that coal. Just so I can keep going. And let's have enough for an extra car. Let's see if I can avoid at least the big piles of rock lying around, suspiciously big in my way everywhere. So I instead can crash into sometimes I get tired of myself. Come here, my little doctor. So I'm gonna draw the ley line first. Up until that point. Those cliffs are not a friend of mine. Let's see. Should be on this line. See if we can. Yeah, we can. We can go underneath. Is sentence good? Yeah, that worked out pretty well. I'm not sure if this is faster than doing it manually, but it feels better for me, and that's the essential thing here. see if the robots can catch up, since I only have 10 of them. Okay. So, next part now is to make the coverage so I can see along the rail lines. I know that roboports will extend the revealed areas as well, but only by two chunks. The radars are revealing a 3-chunk, so I don't need that many of them compared. Stones, the bane of my existence. So I am extending the rail line. Oh. Not like that. Just so I can put down the next radar as well. Which means that this will be the main line. And I will have a branch of at least the startup. So we'll see, I have about 10 more minutes to go before I have to end for the day. Still doing okay, using half my power. It's getting close closer to the point where I am in need of those expansions for materials. I'm letting the bots do this because then I can use my limited brain power for trying to figure out the next step here. As you can see, the iron is running really dry, and it's this little bugger that is responsible. As you see, I'm making a lot of those, and I have been making a lot of electric furnaces as well, just trying to start off my expansions. So do have the capitals. I need to get the green. The green. I'm thinking if I could get it on that line there. And where I could branch off without disturbing too much. Might be better here then. No. And we'll limit you to 1 stack for now. I do believe that will help us get rid of biters and biter bases later on. What else am I in need of for my next step here? Logi bots, construction bots. Far off with other red. I will siphon off. I mean, I do have enough reds for everything and some. So if I do this little hack, and then I will bring in the red chips here. should have brought a Roboport. Let's bring 10. And let's see, how do I want to do this? I want to do it this way, and I want it limited to 100 each, and then I want them to output into a Roboport, and I want them to enable if, and enable if. Read robot X if X is less than 25 and available concept is set. So I want you to have the set condition. So if there are less than 25 blocks of either variety, you arrive just in time, Ketapa. I have been dying excessively about an hour ago, clearing this part of the map from biters. I also lost about 8 cars and 3,000 red ammo, something like that. Thinking about other stuff while trying to clear them. Unfortunately, I have just 2 more minutes before I am in need to head out and start my day for real. Everything good with you? So, as you can see, I am running low on resources on this, so I have been starting off with my rail line down here to be able to feed. I'm not sure where I'm going to set up the main factory, if it's going to be down here or up here. We'll see about that later on. More work, less games, yeah. That's usually the story that goes. I am between jobs at the moment. No, not at the moment. I'm just doing a really basic rail setup down here. I think I'm gonna do 1-3 or maybe 1-2 trains. Maybe 1-2 and have a lot of trains going around. Are rails your specialty? Yeah, 416s were a long time since I did that. One of my first railworlds, I believe. Fun setup. I think I did something like 2-8, so I had 2 of the engines in the middle as well. Well, you are in the Factorio community, and well, trains are kind of the bread and butter of Factorio obsession crowd, let's put it that way. A lot of people like trains, and are obsessed with him, so I've understood. I like him too, but not that much. But what ticked me off at the start was understanding the signaling. But after 3,000 hours into the game plus, I think I have got that down. I checked it yesterday. I had 3,113 hours on Steam, and then I'm not sure how many hours before that, didn't count. 2,000 hours, that's very respectable as well. I'm not sure when it was introduced on Steam though. I think it was in 2020. And I got it in October 2017. So I had about 2.5 years before went on Steam and made more accessible. So, but unfortunately I have to get going. I hope you have a wonderful day, Kitapa, and hope to see you around later on. So take care and bye bye.